Hi, Mr. Pierce here again. We're going to look at transformations of curves, and we're going to transform the curve f of x equals x squared into minus f of x equals minus x squared. So what we've actually done here is we've multiplied both sides of this equation by minus 1. Okay? And if you remember, when we multiply an equation by a number outside of the brackets, that is equivalent to a stretch of scale factor whatever that number is. So in this case the stretch would be scale factor minus 1 because we multiplied by minus 1, but that's only in the y direction. So what should happen here when we go to look to see what's happened graphically is that the y parts of the coordinates should be multiplied by minus 1, and the x parts of the coordinates should be remained unchanged. So let's just check that out and see if that actually happens. So as you can see here, I've got f of x equals x squared ready to input into my graph, so I'm just going to press enter, and there's x squared there. So if I multiply by minus 1 outside the brackets, then I've got minus f of x, and if I press enter now, then as we can see, we've got, if we analyze, say, a point, we've got 2, 4 here, and that's been transformed to 2 minus 4. And for example, 1, 1 has been transformed to 1 minus 1. So again, the x part of the coordinate is unchanged, and the y part has been multiplied by minus 1. So that's exactly what we said was going to happen. However, you might also notice that there would be a simpler way to describe this transformation, because when I look at this, I see that x squared has been reflected in the x-axis here. Okay, so I'm just going to try a different function just to make sure whether that is the case with other functions as well. So let me just delete this, and I'm just going to try the function, say, f of x equals e to the power x. If you haven't heard of e before, then you'll hear of it in an upcoming video. But I'll just input this now, and see there's e to the power x there. So if I input the function minus f of x, so if I multiply by minus 1 outside, then hopefully this will be a reflection in the x-axis. Okay, so if I press enter, as you can see, it has been a reflection in the x-axis. Okay? So if I go back onto Paint, then not only can I describe this transformation as a stretch of scale factor minus 1 in the y direction, but that's actually the same as a reflection in the x-axis. Okay, so hope that helps. I'll put 2 more videos on transformations, so we're nearly done. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.